Did you know that 60% of consumers read restaurant reviews before deciding where to dine? In today's world, your restaurant's online reputation is more important than ever. As the saying goes, one bad apple can spoil the whole bunch. This reigns especially true for online reviews, where first impressions are formed within seconds. A single negative review will grab your customer's attention before any positive review. But do not fret, this is what RE Consulting is all about. RE Consulting, we started for one reason, to help small restaurants fight back against the impact of negative reviews and take control of their online reputation. Too many great local spots are losing customers due to a singular negative comment. That's not fair. So that's where we come in. RE helps you manage the complaints and turn the not so constructive criticism into fuel for growth. Your restaurant story deserves to be told by you, and we're here to make sure that it is. RE Consulting has been in business for 4 years. We started right out of college just as a small group of friends who wanted to make a lasting difference in the restaurant industry. Our mission and motto is to repurpose, reinvent, and restore our clients' restaurants. The way that RE accomplishes these three things are by using hands-on techniques because we value authenticity and experience for customers over profits. We do not analyze online reviews and then immediately take action. We observe the restaurant's environment ourselves, and we specifically look at how the staff interacts with customers and one another. Communication is key in anything in life, which is why we observe those relationships. After our observation, we personalize recommendations and tactics to ensure they fit the different needs of different restaurants. This is also why our game plan takes a little bit longer to create. At RE Consulting, we work as a team. Everyone's opinion and idea is taken into consideration. We compromise and we integrate, and this is how we treat our clients as well. On the practical side of communication, we will send updates through text and emails. Phone calls are only made if we feel the conversation is urgent enough. Being part of such an inclusive and transparent company builds a foundation of trust for our clients. Many come to us when they feel that they've hit rock bottom. They're struggling with their business and their reputation is on the line. The last thing they should have to worry about is whether or not they're in good hands. With RE Consulting, there's no doubt that they are. Hi, my name is Kiera Maynard, and I'm one of the consultants here at RE. I want to thank you in advance for listening to what I'm about to say and for already listening this far. Just like the rest of my team, I bring my own personal restaurant experience to the table. Before college, I worked in a small business restaurant for 2 years. During college, I worked specifically in the sales industry. I brought 6 years of customer service experience to RE. Now, having been with RE for 4 years, I have 10 years of customer service experience under my belt. I say all of this to give you peace of mind and knowing that I've been in your shoes. My college degree gave me knowledge about the marketing industry, but customer service and soft skills cannot be taught in a classroom. I will be working with you as a team, not just telling you what to do. Now, before I move on, you may have noticed that I'm leaving heavily on customer service. This is because no amount of money put into a restaurant matters if a customer leaves feeling degraded or ignored. You can have the warmest lights, the comfiest seats, and the perfect ambiance, but the customer will only remember how they felt after leaving your restaurant. For this presentation, I have thoroughly researched and reviewed Elliott's, which is a Southern-style restaurant in Peachtree City. Elliott's has been in business since 2023. Customers love the variety of the menu, from the shrimp and goat cheese salad to the pimento cheese grits. With Peachtree City being such a hot spot for small businesses, Elliott's has several competitors. However, I think Super Chicks and Palmer's are the most competitive. Palmer serves a different menu, but the ambiance is the same. It's a very simple environment with a cozy feel, just like Elliott's. Super Chicks is the opposite. Its menu is similar, but the atmospheres are different. The recipes of Super Chicks and Elliott's differ, but the menus both cater towards brunch and light lunches. So when somebody's thinking about what they want to eat for lunch or brunch, Super Chicks and Elliott's is both going to come to mind. Every restaurant, no matter how much it's struggling, always has strengths that they can play on. And there's three strengths that I really want to highlight about Elliott's. The first one is that they have a variety of dishes offered. Chris L. gave the restaurant 5 stars and said it was his second time in the restaurant and he can easily go back again and try something different. The second strength that I think Elliott's truly has is that they embody a Southern bistro. Megan B also gave the restaurant 5 stars, and she said, I'm not typically a home style kind of food girl when it comes to my choice in restaurants. This place had a bit of Southern cooking that was truly elevated. The third strength that I want to talk about for Elliott's is their clean environment, which is going to play a huge factor in the success of their restaurant. Pat, who also gave the restaurant 5 stars, says, we went to Elliott's for lunch today, our first visit to this beautiful restaurant. The place was clean and lovely decorated. Then Joni R says, love Elliott's, so pretty and so clean. Now, Elliott's does have a good bit of strengths that are going to carry them far. However, they have weaknesses that, if not fixed, are going to ruin their reputation and leave them having to close down their restaurant. But don't worry, this is what I'm here for. The first weakness that was a repetitive complaint is that Elliott's struggles a lot with long wait times, whether that be waiting to sit down or waiting to take their order. The other complaint was that Elliott's is disorganized, specifically when it comes to reservations and walk-ins, and both of these play hand in hand. KS gave the restaurant 3 stars, and she said we experienced a significant wait before our order was taken. Joseph said, with the massive wait, I was thinking this would blow me away, but it just didn't. He gave the restaurant 2 stars. Leilani gave the restaurant 1 star, and she wrote a good bit. She said, heard that Elliott's was now open, so checked out the website. Noticed that reservations for large groups were recommended. I decided to call anyway for my party of 2. The recording stated that reservations at night were limited, but the rest was for walk-ins. In the span of 20 minutes, we went from 3rd to 8th, with more reservation groups coming every 15 minutes. I watched 3 groups of walk-ins leave without eating. There's one more weakness that I want to bring up before we go into opportunities and threats and recommendations and all that sort of fun stuff. But this one is a big issue, especially for a restaurant, and the complaint is that the recipes are not balanced or they're inconsistent. Lou gave the restaurant 1 star, and he said salmon came out on a base of cream corn that was so sweet I had to skip dessert. Tell your chef not to empty a bowl of sugar into the vegetables. Jennifer B gave the restaurant 2 stars, and she said everything I ordered except sweet potato casserole was bland. I was very disappointed. Lastly, Els 3 stars and said the spinach side was extremely salty or over-seasoned. While the previous reviews may seem discouraging at first, they also reveal valuable opportunities for growth. So with a strategic plan and consistent dedication, Elliott's can set the new standard, surpassing Palmer's and Super Chicks. Now that we've established the need for a strategic plan, let's go over some key points for recommendations. While it's very easy to focus on negative feedback, it's also important to remember that Elliott's has notable strengths, especially its diverse menu. The variety is a key difference from competitors and should be actively promoted. A way to showcase this is by introducing a dish of the day or meal of the week feature. Offering a discount on the featured item encourages guests to explore different menu options, creating excitement and boosting repeat visits. Elliott's can further differentiate themselves by leaning into the Southern bistro identity, especially through genuine Southern hospitality. Simple gestures like using respectful Southern mannerisms, yes ma'am, no sir, can leave a lasting impression. In a region like South Georgia, how guests feel when they leave often matters more than the meal itself, like discussed before. A warm, courteous atmosphere encourages repeat visits and builds lasting loyalty. Elliott's has earned recognition for maintaining a clean and well-kept environment. This is an achievement that can be effectively promoted as a core brand value. To reinforce this strength, I would recommend displaying the restaurant's health inspection score at the entrance along with select customer reviews that highlight their cleanliness, such as those from Pat and Joni. Customers will feel much more at ease knowing that their food is being prepared in a clean environment, and it will boost the restaurant's morale overall. Now that we've gone over the three opportunities that Elliots have, we also need to identify the threats. Now, these threats do create opportunities, but we need to dive deeper into them to know exactly what the issues are. Recurring complaints about long wait times and disorganization present clear threats to the restaurant. Elliott's needs to improve staff efficiency. In many cases, wait times are more reflective of the internal workflow rather than the customer capacity. Elliott's can benefit from a staff training workshop. The workshop should focus on teamwork and speed while also making sure that customer attentive is a priority. As said before, communication is key, so clear communication with waiting guests is also essential. The staff should be consistently explaining delays to customers. Enhancing the waiting experience can also further ease frustration. If they provide menus, play music, have a TV show or a game, even coloring pages for children. Waiting is something that cannot be banished, but it can be turned into a positive experience when taking the right steps. Another threat that Elliott's facing, as mentioned before, is disorganization. Disorganization can lead to a chaotic and stressful environment for guests. So if Elliott's wishes to continue accepting both reservations and walk-ins, a clear system is essential. Implementing a structured reservation policy with defined grace periods, for example, 10-15 minutes, helps manage expectations and prevents misuse from reservation parties. Also, ensuring that all guests have arrived before seating a reserved party limits frustrations from the walk-in customers. Displaying a reservation chart and the policy near the entrance will also help walk-in guests understand wait times, and it will reinforce fairness in the seating process. Everyone is given an equal opportunity for a table this way. Lastly, inconsistent meals will quickly turn customers away. One of the key traits of top-rated restaurants is consistency, especially in flavor and preparation. I would recommend a kitchen staff workshop to review all recipes and identify those that are difficult to replicate consistently, then make any necessary adjustments. Clear expectations should be reinforced to ensure every dish meets the same standard. Elliott's could even enhance the guest experience by considering to offer small customizations such as preferred sweetness or saltiness for select dishes. This not only improves satisfaction, but also reduces complaints tied to personal taste preferences. In conclusion, maintaining a strong physical presence is essential for any restaurant, but that's only part of the success story. As demonstrated, even the best in-person experience can be quickly overshadowed if the online reputation is neglected. Consistent management of both is key to long-term success. Keep in mind that recognizing areas for improvement and acting on them isn't a setback, it's a strategic advantage. By acknowledging challenges and turning them into opportunities, Elliott's has the unique chance to elevate its brand, strengthen customer loyalty, and stand out in a competitive market like Peachtree City. This commitment to growth and adaptability is what will ultimately set Elliott's apart from other local restaurants like Palmer's and Super Chicks. To contact me for any further information, my email address is kmaynard@reconsulting.com. My team and I are more than happy to answer any other questions that you may have now or even at a later time. As a token of our appreciation for your time and generosity in allowing me to present on behalf of RE Consulting, we've prepared a small gift just for you. We're excited to offer custom RE Consulting tote bags as a thank you for your warm welcome and willingness to engage with our recommendations. We hope you enjoy them as much as we've enjoyed working with you. Thank you again for this opportunity, and do not forget that I'm available to answer any questions or just to discuss ideas and improvements that you may already have.